Morning here in Japan. I'm just getting up. Well, I've been up for about an hour, I guess, so it's not really just getting up. But anyway, this is going to be the first Mully Shaves live. Um, I need to share this. How do I do that from here? Where do I get the link to share? There we go, share. Well, what happens if I share it for that? Okay, so share. And then I need to go to Facebook. Let me do this. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Okay, sorry. I'm back. I need to share that out. We need a better system for this. All right. Let's see. I saw Rob. Who else is out there? Rob. Emerald Shaver, Enabled Shaver. Hey, what you say there, buddy? All right. So Sunday morning here. Actually, I wanted to get a shower first, but I didn't have time. So anyway, a couple things we'll do here. I need to trim this up a little bit. You can see my mustache. I'm starting to get that Wilford Brimley thing here where it goes down and starts to tuck in. So I need to trim that up. And before I start saying diabetes, we don't have the greatest angle again, so I apologize for that. But I tell you what, let's just get into this. Let's see, 7. Okay, hold on. That's 7. No, that's 4. 7, 10. Is that 10? Can't see the numbers on here. Man, they really dropped the ball on this design. You know what? I'll take some white paint and paint those numbers. That's what I'll do. Make it better. Okay, so anyway, let's get this bad boy cleaned up. Got to do this over the sink. So this is how I trim my beard and my mustache. Keep it in order. Now my old shaver, I was able to do 12 millimeters for my beard and 9 millimeters for my mustache, which is a pretty good balance. But this one, it's 7 and 13. So the gap is like way too big. I don't want to be doing that. Okay, so there's the mustache and beard are taken care of. All right. Get all that hair down in there and clog the sink up with it. All right. Let's see. Hi, we're here. Hi, Mom. Okay, so we just trimmed up the beard and mustache. Looking good. Yeah, you know what? That kind of looks like a piece sticking out there, but it's just the difference in colors in the mustache, right? So just leave that the way it is. Yeah, well, I guess we'll get started here, right? Oh, we've only got one person. Well, no, there's got to be more than one person here because I see you guys commenting. So, well, what the hell? Let's do this. We're going to do a cold water shave today. And, yeah, but probably go through what we're using today, shouldn't I? Today we are using the Van Halen brush, Simpsons, and my buddy Craig at CHS Custom Guitars. We have Doug's special sharpening and shaving Enigma spell. Now I've used this once, but still looks new. So, pretty good scent. I wish I could describe these scents better, but good. I wish I had a better better history or a better understanding of scents. So I could say, oh, I feel an undertone of cedar wood or whatever. But no, I don't have no idea what it is. It's good. Okay, so we've got Doug's Enigma Spell. And today we have the T2, the Thor's Hammer. This was the special gift this week. And today's blade will be a second use. I don't have a blade. I don't have a blade. Hey, hon. Get Mrs. Mully to help. There's a razor blade in the yellow pack stuck onto my magnet on the side of the shelf. Yeah, I took it out and put it up on there. The only reason I don't go get it myself is because you guys need to see her. You see it sticking there? Yeah. I'm sorry? Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Uh-huh. Okay. Say hi.
Give it to Daddy.
My mom's here.
Hi, Mom.
And Opie's, somebody's going for a haircut today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to get the haircut.
Okay, so thank you, baby.
Yep.
Hi, baby. Aw. Hi, buddy. Okay.
Enjoy.
All right. Thank you, Mama.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So today the blade is the Bic Chrome Platinum. You know, I've had these here for a while, and I kept looking past them because they're big. Every time I see this, I think of pens and lighters. So I thought, oh, they're not going to be any good. But then yesterday I'd say, oh, you know, I heard that these are coated, and I thought, well, I'll give them a chance. Oh my God, it's such a nice blade. I regret not trying these earlier. So today is the Bic Chrome Platinum. All right. Hey, John. All right. You guys want to see some fun? Don't do this at home, kids. All right. And we'll close it down and tighten it down. Check the blade alignment. Looks good. Nice there. Nice there. You know, the thing with the T2 that I noticed, the head is much bigger. And can you see how much space there is on each end of the blade? So like if you're here, you actually need to move back just a touch. So it's, I don't know, I've only shaved with it twice, but even just then, even just the two shaves, I've realized that on the back ends, I need to just move over and just do a little more than I would usually do. This thing's really nice. It's really heavy. Very big, very heavy, very comfortable to hold. All right. Yeah, Doug, very nice razor. All right, Doug, I don't know if you were here for this, but we're using your Enigma Spell this morning. So that is so everybody just saw Douglas Lane posting. This is his soap. So contact him if you're interested. I don't know if he can sell it or not. I have no idea. Doug, what's your business license situation? Okay. Now, Doug did give me a little instruction on the amount of liquid to use with this. So I'm just going to use a wet brush. And it's not going to be soaked. I'm going to pat it out. Okay, so here we go. We're going to, and you know what? I'm going to overdo it a little bit because I'm going to face lather today. I'm usually a bowl latherer. I prefer lathering with the bowl. I don't like face lathering, but so many people out there give me crap about face lathering and how it's so superior and all this and all that. So this month, you guys don't know this, but other than the videos, I've been face lathering every day for the past, well, what's today, 28th? So about 28 days, 28 days, give or take, minus my videos. And I have to say, I don't like face lathering, but I promised myself that I would do this for a month. And then, guys, when I get through this month, leave me alone about face lathering. Okay. Should I use a pre-shave? Nah, that's all right. I don't have much stubble. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, Doug tells me that this is a glycerin-based soap, so we're not going to need a whole lot of water. But yeah, this is going much better than the last time. Last time I used too much water, and Doug caught it. He says, "Molly, you're using too much water." He goes, "That's a glycerin based." I said, "There we go." I said, "I didn't know it was glycerin based." And the thing is, I had used glycerin based soaps for, oh my God. Well, I was using the Colonel Conch soaps for, I don't know, almost 8 years. So I know not to overwater it, but I didn't know that this was glycerin based. So there we go. Shave and Tell, welcome. I see you. Welcome aboard. Okay, guys, I think this is good. I'm happy with this. Okay. All right. So we're going to do a cold rinse today. All right, here we go. The Rockwell T2. I have it on. Oh, good. Oh man, I'm glad I thought about that setting. Yesterday I did it on 3, so I'm going to shave on a 3 today. Today, Shave and Tell, we're using the Rockwell T2 with. Oh, that's okay. I can tell you. The Rockwell T2 with the Bic Chrome Platinum, and Doug Lane in the comments today. This is his homebrew sharpening and shaving Enigma Spell, and we face lathered with the Van Halen brush. Okay, painted by Craig Stofko at CHS Custom Guitars. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Doug, you can do the scent thing. Good. Okay, so everybody pay attention to Doug. All right. Okay, here we go. This is a level 3 aggression with the Bic Chrome Platinum. And even that, you can hear the feedback. Yeah, it's a good sound. I like that. I could probably bump that up to a 4, but let's see what 3 can do. Very audible feedback with this. And this blade is extremely sharp and extremely smooth. They're a coated blade, so no, this would be my 3rd shave with it. I really wanted. God, this feels so good. I really wanted to do the first shave live. Well, not live, but on video. But I couldn't wait. So I've had 2 shaves with it already. The first shave the first shave I started on 4, and that felt really mild. It didn't feel too bad. I thought, oh, that's not as aggressive as I thought it was, because I'd always heard that this thing was like a potato peeler. You could like plane the edge of a door jamb with it. So I started on a 4, and I thought, well, that's not as bad as I was thinking it would be. And I usually use a 5 on the 6C. So, and for people that are new here and are maybe not familiar with different razors, Rockwell makes another razor called the 6C that I use. And I use that on a 5 aggression, which that aggression only goes up to 6. So anyway, I started out on 4, and I thought, well, that's not too bad. So I kicked it up to 6, and I did the entire shave on 6. And I thought, oh, that's really nice. But then yesterday, I thought, you know what? I'm going to kick it down to 3 and see what happens. And I did a 2-pass shave yesterday with just 3. And yeah, I was very, very happy with it. Very happy with it. Now, what I've taken, one thing I've started to do recently, guys, on my second pass, this is going to be a little weird, maybe. Maybe a little bit of water on there. On my second pass, I've taken to doing one side at a time. So I'll lather this up and but yeah, you know, Doug, I think I drowned it. That's okay. Anyway, I've started to do one side at a time. One on my after passes. Okay, so let's go here. Man, can you hear that? And that's on a 3. Sounds so good. All right, and I've taken to. This is so comfortable. This is a very, very, very comfortable shave here. What was that about the variable? T2 is a variable adjustment, can go between numbers to really dial it in. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is my 3rd shave, so yeah, I haven't explored that part of it. You're right. You can. Okay, so we're going to finish off this side. And I don't know why I started doing this. I think it was just the putting the soap on and the one side sitting kind of dries up a little bit. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to start doing it this way. You're making me want to visit the Bic. There you go. Yeah, the Bic's really nice, John. All right, so on this one, we're going to go across here. Actually, you know, I kind of want to go down and across. So yeah, you know, I had a little bit of burn on my neck just from the stubble that I get. My stubble kind of irritates my skin. Here we go. Man, some wonderful feedback on this razor. Good Lord. Very good sound. All right, let me kind of. Okay. All right. Oh, you know, this is Saturday, so you guys should be getting a Van Halen story, shouldn't you? Hold on. You know, we might be able to wrap up the Van Halen series today. Oh, am I going to lose you guys if I'm not telling Van Halen stories? Huh? You guys not going to love me anymore? All right. Boy, I wish I could do my brush left-handed instead of having to reach across like this. You don't get the same motion. I can't do the circular motion over here. Not that it's necessary. Actually, Dave from Ohio Shaves kind of said something about scrubbing back and forth and up and down rather than in circles. So, oh, well, thanks, Doug. I always love you guys too. And I will always love you. Needless to say, I can't hit the high points. Okay. This feels so nice. Change your mind after my lovely singing? I was thinking of trying out for American Idol. Yeah, this is so smooth. So smooth. All right. And Doug, your soap is working. It's slick. Got a couple weepers over here, don't I? Oh, looks like it got me. That's okay. But you know what? I'm gonna blame those weepers on my skin and not on anything I've got in my hand. I mean, the things I got in my hand is what did it, but I had some irritation here just from my stubble. If I don't shave, the little stubbles rub against my shirt and everything, and irritate my skin. So, all right. What do we? Oh, we want up here. Right? And then across here. Yeah, this is my tuggy area. This is my tuggy area. Let's do it down a little bit then, rather than going straight across. You know, I'll turn the blade up a little bit, more at an angle, kind of get like straighter on the blade, rather than grinding into it. Yeah, you can hear that. That's gonna. Yeah, that's tuggy. That's tuggy, Dougie. But it's not you. Put a little bit of water on there. And just do a little cleanup pass. Oh, I didn't finish the Van Halen story, did I? Told you guys I would, and I didn't. Weight of the razor, gentlemen. Isn't that what Mark Zarady says? 30 degrees, a light touch, let the razor do all the work. You know, I got to give Mark Zarady a lot of credit. One thing I've noticed having a YouTube channel doing this is that other YouTubers don't subscribe to your channel. Now, I don't know if they're seeing me or not. I have no idea, but I have a feeling they don't. Mark signed up as soon as we met. I sent him a thing for Monday Morning Mailbag. I told him I got this new channel, blah, 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 and he signed right on. And he's been very supportive of me. I've had a lot of questions about things, and I've sent him messages, and he's gotten right back to me. Speaking of which, there will be another Mully segment on Monday Morning Mailbag tomorrow. But yeah, shout out to Mark Zarady. Not that he needs my shout out, but yeah, he's helped me a lot, so I appreciate that. I know. Let's see, Eugene. Eugene is a subscriber here. Deacon Gene. Um, do you guys mind if I finish this off and then tell you the Van Halen story on its own? Hold on, let me do this. Hold on, just a second. Oh, it's so narrow in here. Okay, and um, let's see. Hold on, just a second. So I got soap in my beard. I do have razor burn. I can feel it. Um, I'll survive, but that's okay. Like I said, I don't think it's not the razor or blade that did it. It's that I was already irritated from the. That's pretty good, pretty smooth. Did really well. Um, I was already irritated from not shaving for 2 days, and yesterday I just did a 2 pass, so I didn't get everything off. And those little stubbles just irritate my skin really bad. So I shouldn't have shaved over them today. I should have given them a couple more days to get past that. But it is what it is. So I'll have a little bit of razor burn going here, but it'll settle down. I'll go put some aloe on it and it'll settle down. Okay, Van Halen. Okay, you guys are gonna get an unadulterated, uninterrupted Van Halen story. No shaving involved. Um, you guys remember on the first night of the tour, I told you we're standing backstage and Eddie Van Halen came over to him and he jumped up on me and gave me a big bear hug and kissed me on the cheek and he says, "That's from the old lady." All right. Fast forward 5 days, 6, whatever. We're at the final show of the tour. They were actually supposed to go to Puerto Rico after that, but that show got canceled. So the Yokohama Arena show in Japan was the final show of that tour. And after the show, we went backstage and their tour manager came over. They had like a VIP room, and we were over there in the VIP room. There were a bunch of people mulling around, and the tour manager, Scotty, he came over and he grabbed me and my friends. He says, "Come with me." So me and let's see, me, Koji, and Tomoko, and then some other guy that was with us. We're no longer friends, so I don't mention him in the stories. Anyway, he took us over to the room where the band was. And we go in this room, and it was just the band. And they were sitting down having something to eat. So they were like, "Hey, grab a plate, get some drinks, whatever, have a seat." Now, there wasn't any alcohol there. This is when Eddie was on his I'm not drinking kick, which is fine. I don't drink, so it didn't really matter to me. But just wanted to report that when Eddie Van Halen said he was sober, from what I saw, he wasn't drinking when I saw him. Anyway, so we go over to this room, go in, the band is in there, they're sitting down to eat. They invited us to eat with them. So we grabbed some plates. There was like a buffet laid out there, and we just, filled up our plates. And I sat down between, let's see, Michael Anthony was on my right, and I don't know who was on my left. I know Eddie was like one or two more people over from me. But Michael Anthony was right here to my right. He was right next to me. Now, the Yokohama Arena show was on a Monday. So they were off Saturday and Sunday. So that Saturday and Sunday, I went into Yokohama to get a tattoo. And my original plan was to commemorate the Van Halen tour. I was going to get a Van Halen logo tattooed on my calf. And they've got like that circular logo. I was going to have it go all the way around my leg, right? So I go to the tattoo shop, and as soon as I walked in, I was like, "You're 30 years old. What are you doing getting a band's tattoo, a band's logo tattooed on you?" So I switched up my thing. I went looking through the books and I found a different picture, a different thing that I wanted, which is like a buffalo skull with some Indian feathers hanging off of it. It's very colorful and all that. So I had that done on my right calf. Regardless of not getting the Van Halen logo tattooed on my leg, I wanted something to remember that by that week. And so every time I see my tattoo, even though I wish I didn't have it anymore, I'm glad, and it's a good tattoo. I mean, the artist was really good, but I'm glad that I have it. But if I could go back, I wouldn't do it again. I live in a country where tattoos are still kind of taboo, and um, if I wear shorts, I have to wear something to cover it. So I wear these uh, what do you call it? Like spandex type, uh, just like covers. What do you call them? Can't think. I'm losing my vocabulary. Yeah, no, Chief Wahoo. So anyway, so I got that tattooed on my leg. And anyway, so Monday, that was a Saturday when I did that. On Monday, we're at the show. After the show, we're in the back room. We're sitting down to eat. Now, Michael Anthony has tattoos. And I said, hey, Mike, check out this tattoo I got this weekend. And I, pulled my pant leg up. And it was still wrapped in plastic, because you have to put like some kind of cream on it and cover it in plastic. So he leaned down and he goes, oh, yeah, that's really nice. And then whack, smacked it as hard as he could. Now, Michael Anthony's a small guy, but he's built like a bulldog, and he's a bass player. I mean, he's got hands like a bricklayer, and he smacked the shit out of my tattoo, and that hurt so bad. And I told him, I said, "You do that again, there's going to be headlines about you on the newspapers Monday, Tuesday morning." Um, that's a great memory that Michael Anthony slapped my tattoo. So anyway, we sat around talking for about 15 or 20 minutes after we stopped eating. Then they were like, well, we need to get going. And we stood up to say our goodbyes. And when I got to Eddie, one thing I knew about Eddie Van Halen is he collects lighters. So I had bought a lighter. It was a little square lighter, like maybe like this big. And in the center of the top of it, this thing, you could unscrew it and pull it out. It was like a match. It had a flint on the end of it, and you could strike it on the edge of the lighter, and it would light up. You'd put it, and then you just put it back down in there, or you shake it out and put it back down in there. So there was lighter fluid inside. It was really cool, and it had one of those carabiners that you can hook it on your belt. So I knew he collected lighters. I'm sure he has a ton of Zippos or whatever. I thought, well, maybe this might be something that he's never seen before. I don't know. So I gave him we were talking. I said, Ed, I got something for you. I said, I just want to, thank you for the great week that we had here. I appreciate everything you guys have done for us. You've made a dreams fan come true, a fan's dream come true. So I gave him the lighter. He opened up. He goes, oh, this is really cool, blah, blah, blah. And we talked, and he hooked it on his belt. And then I reached in and I pulled his head over and I kissed him on the cheek. And I said, give that to the old lady when you get home. Uh, so now let's see what other notable things that happened at that little dinner time. I had the bands, everybody on the band sign my pass. So I've got my backstage pass upstairs somewhere in a box, but I had everybody sign it. Anyway, the tour finishes. We go home. It's all over with. Had a great time. About 3 weeks after the tour, 3 o'clock in the morning, my phone rings. Okay, guys, this is insane. I answer my phone 3 o'clock in the morning. Hello, Molly? Yeah, it's Val. Valerie Bertinelli's calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Val who? Bertinelli. Oh, Val. So we're talking just about, random stuff. Now, remember, she's the one that got me the got me in on this tour, right? She's the one that talked to Ed, and I don't know who she talked to. I can't say that. But because of her is how I got in there. And I had never talked to her before other than just through email messages. So it's the first time actually talking directly to her. So we chatted probably about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And at one point, Ed walks in. I hear him come in the room in the background. And he goes, "Hey, hon, who you talking to?" And I said, "Tell him it's Mully." I said, "Tell him." She goes, "I'm talking to Mully." And I said, tell him I'm the one that gave him the lighter at Yokohama." And she said, "Oh," she says, "It's Mully. He's the one that gave you that lighter in Yokohama." And he goes, "Yeah, I know who he is." I'm like, holy shit. Now, here's the thing. I said to her, I said, "I hope he liked that lighter." And she said, when he came in, it was on his belt. Now, I never told her it had that carabiner on it. Now, she may have seen it and made up the story. I have no idea. But I suspect that she told the truth. When he came in, he had it on his belt. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was really cool that he said he knew who I was. He remembered who I was from that. That was pretty awesome. Eddie Van Halen knows me. And then, when we were wrapping up the talk, I told her, I said, "Well, Val," I said, "I want to thank you for arranging all of this for me. We had a great time." And you guys can imagine what I said. And I said, "So I just really appreciate everything that you guys did for us, and we had a wonderful time." And we're getting ready to hang up, and she says, "Oh, by the way, thanks for the kiss." Okay? Now, I didn't say anything to her about that. I never said a word to her about me kissing him on the cheek and saying that. So you know what that means? He went home, he kissed her, and he said, Mully said this is whatever, this is from Mully, whatever. So, wow, Ed, cool, what a guy. Taking something so insignificant from a dweeb fan, and actually following through on it like that. And I cry because he died. Stupid. Even now, 3 years, 4 years since he died, it'll be 4 years in November. I still can't listen to Van Halen, can't watch their videos. Yeah, anyway, it's a good memory. It's a really good memory. So that's the end of the Van Halen story. Sorry, guys. This is so stupid. I apologize. Sorry for this, guys. Jesus, I'm an idiot. Honey, stop cutting onions. They're getting me in here. So yeah, that's the Van Halen story. And I want to thank you guys for following along these group of videos on this story. Some memories may pop up along the way, and I'll throw them in somewhere. But for now, I think that's pretty much the highlights of everything. Like I said, it was, how many years ago? 1998. So was it 26 years ago? So yeah, it's been, and memory is kind of a subjective thing, and it's not even, a lot of times not even accurate. It's things that you think happened probably didn't happen the way you remembered them. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty accurate on everything that happened. I mean, that was, it was a pretty amazing time. But yeah, something may come up, something may jog my memory sometime. I can tell you this. Probably about, we'll end on a happy note here. Couple months after that, I can't even, this is the part where memory is going to slip because I don't know how long after that it was. Valerie called me again. And she wanted to leave Ed and have an affair with me. No. Valerie called me again. She knew that I was a professional billiards player. I used to play pool professionally. So she called me. She was redecorating their game room and she wanted to get a pool table for the room and she wanted some advice. So I talked to her about, tables and balls and cues and all, the best stuff that she could get. I gave her some, numbers to call of some of the supply places that I knew in the States. And I said, just tell them who you are. And, I'm sure they'll be more than happy to work with you. Mentioning my name's not going to get you anything. You're better off mentioning your husband. So now whatever became of that, I don't know. I never heard anything about that after that, and never saw any pictures of it. That's kind of weird. I wonder why. Yeah, it's really strange. Never did hear anything about that ever again. Did she go through with it? I have no idea. I imagine she did. But I don't know. But then they got divorced, and maybe that happened. Maybe something like that happened, and maybe they got separated and it didn't go through or whatever. I have no idea. I don't remember. I don't remember what. Hey, Felipe. Yeah, you're just coming in as we're finishing up. Yeah, I don't remember the timeline of when they got divorced. So yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, that is it for today. There's no aftershave care for now. I'm gonna go in there and do that, and do my witch hazel toner and my aftershave balm. Oh, guys, yesterday, I've been using witch hazel and aftershave balm for the longest time, and my beard dandruff is gone, completely gone. Yesterday, I did my witch hazel, but I didn't do my balm, and I had dandruff out of my beard, something fierce. So I guess that aftershave balm is moisturizing the skin in here because I've been using it in here too, right? So yeah, keep up your aftershave care. Just one day not doing it, all that dry skin in my beard was back. So yeah, stay on your aftershave care. It's just as important as any of this, right? Maybe even more so. Keep that moisture in your skin. Moisturization. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna call that a shave. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday. Sorry. One last thing before we go. These past 2 weeks have been a whirlwind, 2-3 weeks of people sending me things. Rob, Doug, Rex, and then our secret admirer that sent the T2. Guys, thank you so much. You have no idea how much all this means to me. When I started doing these videos, I was watching other YouTubers, and I'd see people doing a review of something, and then in the comments, you get trolls in comments, and people are saying, "Oh, these YouTubers, they're doing this to get free things sent to them, and blah blah blah." And I thought to myself, I said, "Well, I'm not going to have that problem. I'm in Japan. Nobody's going to send anything to me." And which is fine, because that's not what I'm getting on here for. I'm getting on here to do this. This is more of an outlet for me to just do something, right? Because I like this kind of thing. I like doing videos. So when I started getting things, it shocked me. Like, oh my God, people are actually sending me things here in Japan. So I want to thank you guys that have sent something. I really, really do appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. You couldn't have sent those things to a more appreciative person. I swear to God, you couldn't have. Just everything. And we'll just do a recap real quick. Doug Lane out there. This is his soap. What is it? Sharpening and Shaving Enigma Spell. The scent is whatever he said it was in the comments before. Sorry. Oh my God. One more. Okay. And then we had the Rockwell T2 with a Bic Chrome Platinum blade on its second shave. And man, I tell you, there's some redness here, but yeah, I'm not blaming this. I had a really, really good shave on this. It's so comfortable. And this is only on a 3. And it did really well. I mean, I got a little bit of stubble here that I could clean up, but yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. This is really good. And I love this. So you know who you are. Thank you so much. And Doug, thank you for the soap. Um, I should have used Rob's brush today. Rob sent me a brush. But I promised Doug that I would use the Van Halen brush with his soap. So sorry, Rob. Um, but Rob, you should know I use that brush a lot. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the time. I'm so glad we had this time together. All right, so we'll call that a shave, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday. Y'all stay smooth. Good night, everybody. Have a good night. Peace. End stream.